and welcome to my channel Deep Astro Universe. Today I'll be talking about the four lagnas that are Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. How will be your September 2024? So before I begin, this is my personal analysis that in the month of September you'll find a relationship that's forming between Saturn, Rahu, Jupiter and Venus, and how this combination is forming is basically as we see, Rahu is currently in Uttara Bhadrapad Nakshatra, which is Nakshatra of Saturn, and Saturn is currently in the sign of Aquarius. So we need to understand that this is one of the strong combination that is forming, and because Rahu is currently in the Pisces sign, so it's the sign of Jupiter, and even Saturn is in the nakshatra of Jupiter, Purva Bhadrapad Nakshatra, and Jupiter is currently transiting in the Taurus sign, and most probably in the month of August it will change its nakshatra from Rohini to Mrigashira, and slowly you will start feeling the effect of Mrigashira nakshatra. If any of the planet is placed in Mrigashira nakshatra in your chart, then definitely you will find this effect of Jupiter very prominently coming through that planet. So there are a lot of techniques through which you can exactly find something, and in this I will firstly start with Aries Lagna. So I have already told you in brief what exactly you are going to get, because this is the combination which is forming between Rahu, Saturn, Jupiter and Venus also, because in the sign of Taurus Jupiter is sitting and transiting currently, and while in its exaltation sign Rahu is transiting, so we need to consider Venus here. So let's begin with Aries Lagna. So for Aries Lagna, your Lagna Lord Mars is currently transiting from the Gemini sign, and it will be changing its nakshatra. So as we see, on 26th August, it will enter the Gemini sign. So here, Mars being your Lagna Lord and your 8th house Lord in the 3rd house, though in 3rd house, it's very proactive. Mars gives it's one of the best result in 3rd house, but the only problem comes with the siblings, especially brothers and neighborhood. But it is really good if you want to initiate something in your life, as you want to initiate something for your health, something for your money, joint income, inheritance, you want to buy a property, spend in real estate, anything like that, then this is one of the best time for you. Okay, another thing that I find over here is that many of you might they initiate something in their career also. Why I'm saying career? Because in the 3rd house, it all talks about your willpower and strength. So more you will put effort and hard work in your daily life, like especially towards whatever competitions that are coming in your life, as exam or any kind of entrance exam or any exam. Along with that, any interview is there, health, for fitness, anything like that, you will actually compete with those all the hurdles of your life very profoundly and with lot of hard work. So this is a kind of time where you will initiate things. Now, talking about another planet that we already talked about, that is Rahu, Saturn, Jupiter and Venus. Rahu is currently transiting in your 12th house. So basically the 12th house Rahu talks about the travels, lot of travels to foreign lands, or at least places far away from your birth city. Along with that, even it talks about, so there will be certain expenses and travels. And for what? Because Saturn is currently transiting in your 11th house. That means for the new opportunities and gains that are coming in your life through foreign clients, through foreign people, and through travels, because you are getting opportunities to travel also, change place also. Okay, because somewhere Saturn is not only just lord of your 11th house, it is even lord of your 10th house. So somewhere it will click a point where you will earn money in your career, lot of gains and opportunities from foreign lands. Now this is the best time for that, to change your place, to change your realm and move ahead in life to different place for better growth in your career. Okay, so even Jupiter is currently transiting in your 2nd house, so it talks about the expansion in your family, expansion of money, expansion and wealth increment. Okay, happiness coming in your life, happiness in the form of some kind of expansion in family and money. You will eat lot of food also at this time. You will see, you usually get very hungry, and even at night you will feel like eating something. Okay, so whenever this Jupiter is there in the Taurus sign, and especially 2nd house, then the quest for food increases, quest for money increases, and quest for you know uh, increasing your family, means expanding your family also increases somewhere. And from here, the aspect of Jupiter will go on 6th house, 8th house, and 10th house. That means somewhere there will be development in your career, somewhere there will be development in the joint income of you and your spouse, and along with that, any kind of research activity and analysis that you do, that also will be really good, fantastic. One can even join some astrological institute or any research institute. You can join there in a career. Any research analysis work that you are doing in your career, that also can be triggered at this time. Then along with that, it is aspecting your sixth house. Sixth house is all about health, fitness, all those things, and your daily life. So Jupiter will help you in daily life, in your money, but the only problem will come over here in the health. Okay, Jupiter doesn't support uh, health, especially when it is there in the second house or somewhere getting if affecting your second house. So what happens usually, these people get cholesterol problem, stomach related indigestion problem, and all these kind of issues. So you need to keep in check, and especially because sixth house lord is getting afflicted. Okay, so that too, it's a Virgo sign. So you need to keep in check of your health at this time, especially. Now, most of the part, I would say, because Venus here will be transiting firstly in the Virgo sign where it gets debilitated. Okay, it's your second house and your seventh house lord. Two Markesh houses lord, it's the double Markesh and malefic for you, for the Aries Lagna people. It is going in the debilitation sign in the sixth house. So obviously, it will be causing health issues to any of your family member or spouse. Okay, so you need to keep in check of that, and that too from 25th August till 18th September. From 18th September, it will be in its Libra sign where it is even its Mool Trikona sign, okay, in the 7th house. So many of you can get married at this time, or even find right partner, or if you are married, then also there will be a beautiful bond that will be found where you can spend your money on either in the partnership or spouse, or even for starting a new business, because it even talks about initiating a new business at this time, because Mars is also there in the third house. So you need to keep in check of all these things at this time. Now, when we move on to Sun and Mercury, Sun and Mercury play a very crucial role. If you work in a government, as a government employee, in any government job, or you are in an authoritative position, then the transit of this Sun and Mercury plays a very important role. And even if you have that authority, leadership quality, independent nature in your life, in your own life, personal life, then also this plays a very important role, the transit of Sun along with Mercury, because Mercury and Venus are always close to Sun. So most of the time we shouldn't consider the combustion and retrogression of these two planets, because they are always close by each other. So now when the Sun will transit in the Leo sign, it will be in its own sign. So from 16th August to 16th September, it will be there in its own sign. So here in the fifth house, it's very good for intellect, especially for children who are into education, who are into creative field, who are in their bachelors, they will do really good. But it is bad, especially in the relationship, because Sun is, in Vedic classics, in Vedic astrology, not in the Western astrology. In our astrology, Sun is considered as malefic planet. Okay, this is the Western astrology who has conceptualized Sun as a positive planet, but in our Vedic sciences, it is considered as a malefic planet, especially when it is there in the fifth house or making a combination, with strong combination with Venus or some benefic planets. It somewhere burns the positive energy of those planets. So when it is there in the fifth house, it's good for intellect, it's good for creativity, but when it comes to a relationship, it will burn that relationship. So problems of ego clashes can come when it comes to childbirth. Over here, it creates a lot of problem in the childbirth too. Okay, so you have to keep in check of all these things. Rest, Mercury will also be here, Buddhaditya Yoga will form. So Mercury will be here from 22nd August. It will be there in the Cancer sign from 29th August. 4th September, it will enter Leo sign. Okay, so from 4th September till almost 23rd September, I should say 16th September, it will be there in the Leo sign. So Buddhaditya Yoga will form from 4th September till 16th September. So Buddhaditya Yoga here in fifth house will be really good, especially if you are into any education, if you are into any kind of creative work, teaching, or any hereditary position or government position. This is the very good time for you for any kind of promotion or any kind of post increment, anything like that. But when it comes to childbirth, it will create problem. When it comes to relationship, it will again create problems. So you need to keep in check of all these things. Now, after that, after this, Sun will enter into the Virgo sign on 16th September. Now, when it will enter into this Virgo sign, here it will be there in the sixth house. The fifth house lord in the sixth house will give results of the fifth house, but ultimately, a lot of competition will increase in your daily life. A lot of workload will increase over there. And Ketu is already transiting in the Virgo sign. So, somewhere you will see you are feeling some kind of separation from the authority, some kind of detachment and problem from the authorities. Okay, and here Mercury will also be there. So, Mercury from 23rd September will join Sun in this sixth house Virgo sign. So it's a kind of conjunction forming over here, though it's a Buddhaditya, but here you need to keep in check of Ketu, which will also get conjunct in the sixth house. And most probably it is good for competition. It is good for, any kind of job interviews, any kind of competition, any kind of position in your career. But it is bad when it comes to, any kind of court case litigation, any kind of daily work where you need to be calm and caring and nurturing. There your ego can damage a lot of things in your daily life. So here Sun plus Ketu and Mercury can give you positions which are connected with, lot of nurturing, but in an authoritative and intellectual way. Okay, so someone who can get into all those areas of work in government where you are even dealing with laws and authority, but nurturing the people. Okay, caring about them with philosophical bent of mind. Okay, Ketu talks about so all those areas. Okay, there you can work. Even I don't get those exact words, but yes, someone can even work in the government offices, like, even like doctors in medicines, in government hospitals, because you have to be somewhat philosophical and, very nurturing also, because Ketu is all about you have to give something. Okay, you have to detach things from yourself, you have to give, serve the people. Okay, so somewhere you have to be philosophical like a preacher, like, so these kind of people who are into government services where you have such bent of mind, then I think this will be most beautiful time for all those who need a new job. And because Mars will be also aspecting Sun Mercury along with Ketu, there's most probability many of you might join as in medical sciences also, and even as CA. Okay, accounts, CA, all those connections which are there where analytical mind is required. So all these things, calculations. So this was all for Aries Lagna. Now I will begin with, so now I will talk about Taurus Lagna. For Taurus Lagna, as I mentioned about Rahu, Saturn, Jupiter, and Venus, your Lagna Lord is making a combination with these three planets. So most probably the effect of these four planets will be more visible in your life. So as we can see, Saturn is currently transiting in your 10th house and Rahu is in the 11th house. So Rahu being in the Uttara Bhadrapad Nakshatra will most probably give its effect in the form of Saturn. So Saturn is currently placed in the Aquarius sign, and this Saturn is in the nakshatra of Jupiter, that is the Purva Bhadrapad nakshatra, and Jupiter is currently there in the Taurus sign. And as we see, Jupiter is already going to change the nakshatra from Rohini to Mrigashira in August. So its effect will slowly come, but important thing is that in the Taurus sign, Jupiter is placed, and the exaltation sign of Venus, that's Pisces, Rahu is placed. So these four planets are making a combination, and as we see, Taurus people will get most of its effect because Saturn is their ninth and 10th house lord. Rahu becomes prominent in their chart. Why? Because Saturn is good, being the lord of the 10th and 11th house. Rahu, it's Mool Trikon sign, and it's one of the conventional sign, becomes Aquarius. So in the Aquarius signs, currently Saturn is placed. Rahu being comfortable in the Taurus, Saturn being comfortable in the Taurus, and Venus being the Lagna Lord. Here, these three crucial planets, and they become like benefic for Taurus Lagna people. These will give certainly a very positive result in September. So many of you who are looking for a new job, or if you have a job, you are looking for any change in your job, better position with more gains and profits, money, your position to rise, your status to rise, so that you feel like, Jupiter is currently there in your Lagna. So you feel like more wise, more someone who is more respectable. When Jupiter's respect comes, it's more about like a teacher, someone who can guide others, who can teach others. When it comes to sun is authority, though it is also self-respect, but sometimes people fear from sun, do not like to interact much with sun. But when it comes to Jupiter, Jupiter's authority is more like respect with knowledge and people coming up to you for guidance. So this is more like more of followers and people, or as you can say, students, clients coming up to you for guidance. So here you will see your career will boost with lot of opportunities, gains, followers if you are connected to internet, any social media. There you will see rise. And Venus, how's the transit of Venus here in this September? We'll see. In September, Venus is firstly transiting in its debilitation sign from from almost like 25th August till 18th September. Okay, in the fifth house, Virgo sign, where it's get debilitated, and after that, it will enter its Mool Trikon sign, that's Libra, on 18th September. So, how will be the effect? In Virgo sign, we can see Ketu is placed over there, and for a short duration even sun and Mercury will also enter, but they will not conjunct with Venus, but Venus will definitely conjunct with Ketu. So here some losses, some expenditure, and losses of what? Venus with Ketu in fifth house means loss of relationship can be there. Okay, even loss of your health can be there, loss of your emotions can be there, loss of your intellect and creativity can also be there for a short duration, because it's being the Lagna lord and it is there in the fifth house. Loss of relationship, loss of creativity and intellect, okay, that can be there. And many of you can see any opportunity, competitive opportunity came in your way, and there could be loss of that competitiveness also, and even loss of health. So that means you will find yourself little healthy at this time, because it's being the lord of your sixth house talks about the health issues. Now it is already going 12 places away, getting debilitated, but it is still with Ketu. So somewhere it also means in your daily life problems will be there, but those problems will vanish certainly. And maybe because it's in the fifth house, so here you can instead enjoy more at this time. Why I'm saying more? Because your Lagna Lord, being the Kendra Lord, will be there in the fifth house. So many of you, though Venus is getting debilitated, but it also means you can spend your money for entertainment. Okay, fifth house also talks about all the entertainment media. So you can invest your money over there for your entertainment. So this can also happen with your children, or with your friends, or with your family members. So this is possible at this time. Now, when this Venus will enter into its Mool Trikon sign in the Libra from 18 September, then this is the time when you will see you are able to clear a lot of competitions in your life, but make in check of your health issues. Certainly, when Venus is connected with the sixth house, then health issues related to kidney, indigestion, pancreas, intestine, and PCOD, and also diabetes. These gets connected. So you have to keep in check of all this. Rest, most of the things look really good. So as I said, this time is all about, this September is all about some opportunities coming your way in your career for all the Taurus people, and that opportunity will somewhere build a kind of, you know, authority in your life. That authority is not of like a sun, that authority is more like Jupiter, where your wisdom will rise, your knowledge will rise, and you will be more like a guru, someone who is guiding and giving consultation to others. People are coming up to you for guidance, so they consider you like a guru, and from there Venus will also give it some of the result interconnected with it. So that will be more like, you might get in the form of money, you might get in the form of lot of followers, lot of, money, in the form of money, in the kind of love you get, attention you get from others. So that also is there. Okay, most of the time you will see you will get more of money from these situations that are forming, transits that are forming. And not just money, but along with that, many of you can get fame also. Venus also talks about creativity, fame, but kind of love and attention from others. Okay, and money. So this is the whole situation forming for Taurus Lagna. So these transits are somewhere triggering some, something which is going to happen in a very, certainly in a very good manner. And as Saturn is also retrograde, so for all those people who have got retrograde Saturn in your chart, this time will be much more, I would say, proactive in terms of when Saturn was direct. So whosoever has got Saturn retrograde in your chart, here you will see much more quick results as compared to when Saturn is direct at the time of transit. Okay, so you will get most of the results very proactively and very quickly, suddenly. Actually, Saturn, whenever it is retrograde, gives sudden results. Firstly it will delay, and then suddenly it will give result, and that result will obviously be much better than your expectation. So sometimes what it does, this Saturn retrograde basically delays your things, and not just delay, but it makes you do that thing repeatedly, one after another, until less you find it really frustrating, and sometimes you even give up. And the time you give up, that is the time you will get the result, and that result will be far better than your expectation. Okay, so this is the kind of result which we get when Saturn is retrograde in your chart. Now another thing that I will like to mention, because I have interconnected these four planets, so all the results are interconnected, even Ketu is interconnected over. Now Mars will be there in the Gemini sign in your second house, okay, most of the time. So Mars being your 12th and 7th house lord, it becomes highly malefic for you, and it is there in the, it's a Markesh house lord, 7th house is Markesh, it will be there in the Marak house, second house, double Marak, it becomes 12th house lord. So some losses can happen at this time. And you may even find, if you are looking for a partner for marriage, then you may even find partner at this time somewhere who is connected with foreign uh, foreign or different city or state. Okay, and even this also talks about a lot of losses, loss of money, and even one can even travel also at this time, go somewhere far away. But most of the time this is also about the expenditures, especially if the Mahadashantar is going on. Now, one more important thing that I would like to mention here, Mars will be giving its aspect on the sign of Ketu through the fourth aspect. So, most of you will be able to control your mind, your intellect, and if you are into education, somewhere you will find it really difficult to, grasp any kind of information, and you may get less result than your expectation in your exams, and your intellect also won't function in a very, you know in a very smooth manner, because here Mars is getting is actually aspecting fifth house through fourth aspect, so somewhere it will trigger. And that too, one reason could be because Mars will be there in the second house. Keep in check of what you are speaking and how you are speaking, that too in the inimical sign, so it will somewhere trigger your speech. So you might become really harsh and blunt in your speech, and this can actually disturb your relationship, because it is aspecting fifth house through fourth aspect. And even it can disturb your relationship with your children also, and it can even disturb your intellect and intelligence. So most of you won't be able to focus much on your studies and creativity, so that you need to keep in check. But when Sun and Mercury will be there, because Sun will also enter Virgo sign. Firstly it will be there in the Leo sign in your fourth house from 16th August to 16th September, and even Mercury will be there from 4th September till 23rd September. So the conjunction will be there in the fourth house. Buddhaditya Yoga will be forming, so you will see something really good constructive happening in your home life. Okay, especially in terms of if you are doing real estate, or you are into school, your education, even something you can do for your career, because it is giving seventh aspect on your career. So all those things can happen, but keep in check of your ego at home. Some ego clashes can happen with your mother in your home, okay, with your that spouse, okay, because fourth house also talks about uh, Patni Sthan, that also is Patni Sthan. So you need to keep in check of all these things. Now, when this Sun and Mercury will enter Virgo sign, this is also very beneficial, but because Mars will be giving its aspect and Ketu will be here, you will really work hard in your education, in your intellect. And to improve your intellect, you will use all the creative and intellect skills, analytical skills, to get good marks. But ultimately, because Mars is getting Mars is aspecting your fifth house and Ketu is there, somewhere you will get less than your expectation and hard work. But still your creative your creative skills and your analytical skills are going to work, are going to function really nicely at this time when Sun and Mercury conjunction will be there in the Virgo sign till 16th September. After till I mean from 16th September. Okay, so this is the possibility of certain events that can happen for all the Taurus Lagna. As I said, the most events are going to be governed by the placement and the connection of Saturn, Rahu, Jupiter, and Venus. Okay, so most probably things will be happening in your career. Something is going to happen in your career, some development, some change, something is happening, especially for those people who have got retrograde Saturn in their kundi. So for you, something is happening over there, and because of that, your wisdom, because Jupiter is there in the first house, your wisdom is rising, your knowledge is increasing, and your not just wisdom and knowledge, but people are coming up to you for consultation, for guidance, because they consider you as a very good teacher, as a very good consultant, someone who can give good guidance about a particular subject. Okay, so here Jupiter in the Lagna somewhere increases, not just increases your wisdom, but even self-respect and little bit of pride. But this pride is different from the pride of Sun, authority. Okay. Now even you will see if you are married, for all the Taurus Lagna people, then your spouse's authority will also rise at this time. They will also somewhere feel little bit proud about whatever they are doing in life. So this was all for Taurus Lagna. Now we'll talk about Gemini. So now I will talk about Gemini Lagna. For Gemini Lagna, as you can see, mostly I have discussed about what is the main transit and result you are going to get in September. So the main transit is happening according to Saturn, Rahu, Jupiter, and Venus. Okay. Now, here is the trick. Saturn being the lord of your 8th and ninth house, so you cannot consider it as highly benefic planet for you. It is partial benefic, partial malefic. So, if it is retrograde in your chart, you will see prominent effect at this time of this Saturn. If it is direct, then there will be a procrastination. Okay, so after October, you will start to feel the effect of direct Saturn. But right now, for all those people who have got retrograde Saturn in this chart, you will see prominent effect in your life, whether it be good or bad. But for Gemini, because it's the 8th and ninth house lord, so you cannot expect complete benefic results. It's partial benefic, partial malefic. So right now it's in your ninth house retrograde, so it will give both the effects of 8th house and ninth house. And being currently in the Purva Bhadrapad Nakshatra, in the Nakshatra of Jupiter, and Jupiter transiting in your 12th house. And 10th placed Rahu is currently in the Uttara Bhadrapad Nakshatra, Nakshatra of Saturn. So here some changes are about to come in your career, or someone who has already seen change in their career. Some changes are about to come in your career, and those changes can be, firstly, I would say, some kind of change of place because of career, loss of job, or some new opportunities coming your way. Then some changes there in your career. Definitely, many of you will face this, some changes in your career, and your status too. If you're not in any career, then somewhere in your status, so you have to travel. Okay, most probably you will travel, there will be change. And because this Jupiter is there in the 12th house, Taurus sign, and Venus is firstly transiting in your Virgo sign 4th house, it is debilitated over there from 25th August till 18th September. After that, Venus will enter 5th house in its Mool Trikona sign, Libra sign. So now, from especially from 18th September, for all those people who see any kind of loss in their career, okay, or loss in job, they want to change a job, the best time I would say would be after 18th September, when Venus will be there in the Mool Trikona sign, that's the Libra sign. Why I'm saying that? Because ultimately things will happen before 18th September, loss of job, change in job, everything, the travels. But if you want new job, okay, then you need to check the placement of Venus. Ultimately, Rahu is sitting in the exaltation sign of Venus, and Jupiter is sitting in the one of the prominent signs of Venus, that's Taurus sign. So here you need to consider the transit of Venus. Okay, so ultimately most of the results are like this: hurdles will come, changes will come in your career, travels will happen, losses, expenditures. But ultimately, after 18th, you will see a switch in your career. Some better opportunities can come. Okay, changes. Now another changes will happen. That changes will be way good than your expectations. Okay, after 18 September you try for another job if you're looking for changes, or you have lost a job and you're looking for a new job, or you want to change in your job. All those things, look for that uh, from the mid of September. Okay, especially 18 September. Now similarly, talking about your lugna lord, that's Mercury along with Sun, because these two planets are always together, even Venus, but sometimes Venus gets little separated, but most of the time Mercury is always close to Sun. So now here, Sun is firstly there in the Leo sign from 16th August to 16th September. And Mercury will be there in the Leo sign from 4th September till 23rd September. It's a very good placement. Your Lugna Lord is there in the third house with Sun. Your willpower will be very strong. Your willpower, strength, hard work, and determination will be very high. You'll be able to do lot of hard work at this time if you want to initiate something new or change new or do something, okay, whether be in education, competitive exams, career, in daily life, for anything to initiate as a business, for any, because most of the things looks like change that is happening. Okay, so whatever changes you are currently doing, you will be able to work hard because of this Buddhaditya Yoga forming in your third house Leo sign. Okay, after that, after certainly after 16th September, when this sun will enter Virgo sign, and along with that Mercury will also enter the Virgo sign from 23rd September. So here also Buddhaditya Yoga will form. For all those people who are into education, real estate, they can work really good. And even your intellect will also work really good. Just keep in check of your home environment over there because of placement of sun. Okay. Certainly some ego clashes can happen with your mother in your home, some disturbances, but still it is quite better when it comes to other situations. Now here, along with Sun and Mercury, Ketu will be there, okay, and Mars will be present in the Gemini sign, which is its enemical sign. So Mars is not comfortable in the first house. So somewhere your anger will rise. Okay, at this time, Gemini's, you need to keep in check of your anger, how you are speaking. Any harsh word can disturb your peace and home life. Okay, and disturb with your disturbances with your mother, and even your, if you are a man, then Patni. Okay, fourth house is also about your housewife. Okay, so it can disturb that. So keep in check of your anger and your words, especially. Out of anger, you cannot use harsh words, else it will disturb, ultimately disturb your fourth house. And as I can see, this will happen, but you need to keep in check of that because it's only for 1 month, September. You can control. Okay. Uh, Now, if I mention one important thing, this Mars will even aspect your eighth house, seventh house, and eighth house. And eighth house is also governed by Saturn. So, whenever eighth house and fourth house are getting affected by Mars or Saturn, very strongly, even Saturn is retrograde at this time, keep in check of any kind of accident, slight accident. Even I'm not saying that a you know big one, but even a small accident can happen at this time, a cut, a burn. And one important thing, because Mars is even aspecting Ketu, someone can even deal with accident where one has to go through surgery also. Okay, so this is also there with the transit. So if your chart supports accident and surgery, then you need to be cautious at this time. So, along with this, one more thing that I would like to mention, as I have mostly covered a lot of planets for, almost all the planets for Gemini, and I have even given caution. So, Geminis, you need to keep in check, especially in the month of September, how you are speaking. You need to control your anger. You need to control while you are commuting. Out of anger, some accident can happen, cut, burn, something. Even there are chances for surgery also, that much effect can be seen. Okay, just because Mars is aspecting Ketu with fourth aspect, and it is even aspecting eighth house, and Saturn is retrograde, it is also somewhere getting connected with the eighth house. So there is definitely some trouble, and a lot of changes are already coming in your career. Some movements are there, losses are there, changes are about to come, travels are there. So you need to have certain degree of control at this time. Caution for you, especially for the month of September, for all the Geminis. One thing that you can do is, as a remedy, whenever Mars is troubling anyone, Saturn is troubling, the only remedy is Hanuman Chalisa. You can recite Hanuman Chalisa twice a day. If you are from some other religion, you cannot recite Hanuman Chalisa, then my advice is drink a lot of water, exercise daily. You can do gymming, any athletic work. Okay, along with that, you can tie a red thread. Okay, that is called kalava in Hinduism, but in other religions also one can wear a red thread that also protects. So these are the some of the remedies that you can do at this time. Okay, so now I will talk about Cancer Lagna. For Cancer Lagna, most importantly, as I mentioned, Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu, Venus are making conjunctions. Not making conjunction, making a combination together. As I've already mentioned in the video earlier, how they are making the combination. So, firstly, Saturn is there in your eighth house. It is retrograde. So, whenever you have got retrograde Saturn, for all those people who have got retrograde Saturn in your chart, so this time is much more crucial. You will get uh, mostly you will get very quick, sudden and proactive results of this Saturn retrograde in the transit. Now here in the Saturn retrograde, because Rahu is there in the Uttara Bhadrapada nakshatra of Saturn, which is currently transiting in your ninth house, and Saturn is there in the eighth house, and not just that, but Jupiter is there in your 11th house, because they are forming a connection. Rahu is there. So now for Cancer, as I mentioned, because Rahu is there in your ninth house in the Uttara Bhadrapada nakshatra of Saturn, and Saturn is currently retrograde, and it's there in the eighth house. Talking about Jupiter, it's there in the 11th house, Taurus sign, and they are interconnected because Rahu is currently in the sign of Jupiter, Pisces sign, and even Saturn is there in the Jupiter's nakshatra. So these are interrelated right now, somewhere connected. And we have to even consider Venus, because Taurus being the sign of Venus and Pisces being the exaltation sign of Venus, we have to consider these four planets altogether to get the result. So the ultimate result in September will be decoded by the transits and what kind of connection they are making. So Saturn here is retrograde. So first of all, how retrograde Saturn behaves. So firstly, for those people who have got retrograde Saturn in their chart, they will see prominent effect. Prominent effect can be anything. That can be bad also, that can be good also. Don't assume that you will get a good result only. Prominent effect means that suddenly something will start to happen in your life. Okay, because you have got retrograde Saturn. So now Saturn is retrograde in the transit, so you will see most of the effects in your life. Suddenly something will start to happen, maybe good, bad only, but you will those effects will be visible to you. Okay, so because Saturn is there in the eighth house retrograde, so something related to your marriage, joint income, in-laws, inheritance, and research activity. And because even Rahu is there in the ninth house, so all those people who are into higher education, who are into teaching, who are in the foreign lands, or even states, different states far away from their birth city, they will see the effect of it. Okay, something will happen, some trigger, okay, some change, some travels, and that too sudden hurdles will come because of that. Some disturbances in your personal life also, if you are into partnership, relationship, marriage, there also. But ultimately, that will bring a lot of gains, a lot of opportunities, because Jupiter is giving the ultimate result of it. Okay, it will come with a lot of hurdles and problems, but certainly it is going to give you a lot of gains and opportunities. And Venus, firstly, will be transiting in its debilitation sign in the third house. Okay, so third house Venus, that too debilitated, being the lord of your, lord of your fourth and 11th house, somewhere you can shift your place at this time. Many of you will shift your place, especially from 25th August till 18th September, when Venus is there in the Virgo sign. Many of you will change your place. And after 18th September, when Venus will enter in its Mool Trikona sign, Libra, in the fourth house, you will see that serenity, that peace in your home life, the bond, the happiness with your spouse, if you are a man, that especially female in your life, and your mother, your home life, that peace will be there. Even if you are unmarried, that peace is there. Okay, so This even talks about someone who is renovating their home, especially beautifying their home. Okay, and for whom you can spend some for your luxuries and comforts, you can spend money at this time. Why I'm saying that? Because ultimately you are going to travel, shift your place, change your place, some travels maybe, because Venus in Virgo will be conjunct with Ketu also. Okay, so somewhere it will uh, trigger the expenditure and travels, some changes. Now if I talk about Mars is currently there in the 12th house, that too inimical sign Gemini. Cancer, again, you need to keep in check of a lot of things. While traveling, do not use any kind of harsh words. Do not get angry and keep in check of your health also. And some losses in relationship, love relationship, breakups. Even uh, your child can go far away from you. Okay, you can go far away for education to foreign lands, so some expenditures will be there, but along with that lot of frustration and anger, because sometimes what happens, changes are happening, travels are happening, everything happening according to your will, but along with that lot of other troubles are coming. So this Mars and the situation that is forming currently in the transit, everything will see some change, some good transformation, but with lot of hurdles, lot of problems, lot of expenditures, unnecessary things can come that can frustrate you and increase your anger, because ultimately Mars in 12th house, that too inimical sign Gemini, will get even more frustrated, and you will see rise in anger. Many of you won't be able to sleep properly at night at this time. Many of you Cancer people, just check that many of you won't be able to sleep nicely at night, and this combination is even not good for several other unethical activities. Okay, so Mars here in 12th house is a caution for Cancer Lagna, so you need to keep in check of a lot of things for September. Now, as I have mentioned about Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu, Ketu, Venus, as I said, expenditure, some change of place will be there. Mars, I have already told, it will increase your anger, expenditure, a lot of things, travels will be there, frustration will be there, and somewhere it can even talk about loss of relationship, travel, your children going far away from you, you are going far away for education. So these all things are seen from here. Now, one thing that we always see, because Sun and Mercury will be conjunct firstly in your second house, okay, in the Leo sign, because Sun being the lord of your second house will be there from 16th August till 16th September in the Leo sign. It's a very good time for increasing your wealth, some establishment in your family, maybe your pride, your family's pride, wealth increases at this time. Along with that, uh, maybe some of you get a good position in life. Any of your family member might get a good position in their life, so that your family's status rises. And even just because Mercury is also there from 4th September to 23rd September, making Buddhaditya Yoga in second house, and Mercury being the lord of your 12th and third house, somewhere someone from the family is going far away, traveling for you know traveling far away from family, especially for earning money. So this is possible. And when the sun will enter Virgo sign from 16 September, again Mercury will be here making Buddhaditya, but Ketu will also be there, and Mars will also be aspecting, giving its fourth aspect. So it is good for increasing your willpower and hard work to initiate something, for a lot of travels, going far away for money from home, from family. Even your younger siblings can go far away, and but you can even have issues with your neighbors at this time. So what exactly I see for all the Cancer Lagna? As I see, there is expenditure, losses, travel, shift, movement, with a lot of hurdles and problems, and losses also, loss in relationship, travel. Someone from your family is traveling, going far away. Okay, so all these things, but with a lot of problems. Problems are there. Your frustration and anger will also increase with expenditure, and some unethical activities can also happen, especially for Cancer Lagna people, as Mars is there in the 12th house. And one more thing, as I mentioned, Mars will be aspecting your uh, Sun, Mercury in the Virgo sign with Ketu. So you need to keep in check of your anger and your ego while traveling. Okay, while traveling and initiating something, and even anger with your younger siblings and neighbors. Okay, all these things. So this was all for the starting four lagnas: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. This was for September 2024. So I have decided that I will even make certainly new videos, some educational and learning videos, especially on topics like prashna techniques and other techniques, how you can find when you will get a job, or any prashna that is coming in your mind, how you can ask that prashna, and through certainly different techniques you can get an answer for it, whether you will get that particular job or particular position or something in your life or not. So these I will certainly make in future, but for now I will say to all those people who are watching my videos are not subscribing, please do subscribe to my channel Deep Astro Universe, and you can even take paid consultation from me through my WhatsApp number.